Still hammering out this page. Let's see, another tip of the day. Let's see, I got a cool story. So when you ink a book, question, here you go. Do you get to keep the original artwork? So the way it's supposed to work, and this is back in the day law. I don't know what the new law is. But as an inker, you are allowed to keep 1/3 out of every 5 pages. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 pages per issue. You're allowed to keep between 3 and 4 pages out of every issue you work on. That's how I got my boneyard of original artwork, because I get to keep that itself, and every one out of every 5 covers you get to keep. So I actually kept one of my first covers, and my other ones I sold back to the company so they can auction it off or sell it, or they can give it to a collector, because usually a collector is already waiting for a piece of artwork. The collector knows what he wants. He's probably been there a couple times, as far as been to the issue and like, okay, I want to collect Predators from Dark Horse. David Rare has a lot of the original artwork. How can I get the original artwork? They will contact, an art collector, and the art collector would contact them and say, well, the artist has this much artwork. He's willing to sell it to you, and then you get on this friend level or this collector level of knowing that he wants this particular piece from every issue. So you would normally email them and be like, hey, you want a couple pages? I'm only keeping 1 or 2 to put in frames, giving one to my auntie or my uncle or my brother-in-law, or keep on my wall. So that's the way it usually works. But so if you are working on a lot of big names, it should be in the contract. Or don't be afraid to ask, hey, can I keep 1/3 of all the pages I work on? We can negotiate that if it's a really huge person, like Mark Silvestri or Jim Lee or Eric Larson or Rob Liefeld or Tom McFarlane, and those guys, they know. I think and I know in fact they're chill people, so they would never have a problem with you keeping 1/3 of your pages. Just don't be like, I want that page, that splash page. You have to negotiate. They just don't give you the page. You'll mail it in. They will probably go through all the good pages, and they'll give you a couple that they did not want. So and there's a lot of great artwork. I mean, I remember being at Top Cow and reading Ascension with David Finch and Matt Banning and Joe Weems and a lot of other great inkers that were inked it. And I remember seeing the picture of the angel on top of the log in the issue, and I'm like, I want that on my wall. And they had it on Top Cow's wall. I don't know if you guys remember it, but they had it in the hallway at Top Cow. And I've always wanted that piece of artwork in my house. And I got the best of David Finch right here, guys. Must have. As I'm scrolling through it, there's a lot of bookmarks I do. But there's a piece in this issue. This piece right here, this original right here, is on Top Cow's wall. And it's a cover. Maybe it's in the back of the book. Yes, there it goes. So this cover is in Top Cow's hallway, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, I want that. It's more likely worth thousands, probably give or take $5,000 or $20,000, but the time and the effort that was put into this is amazing, breathtaking. If it was inked by Joe Weems or Matt Banning, it was either one of them inking this over David Finch's stuff, or kind of looks like Tony Daniel's eyes. Maybe it's Tony Daniel, but it's truly amazing. Truly amazing piece. And the inkers for this issue was Matt Banning, Victor Lamas did an amazing job on Ascension. So kudos go out to you guys. And I usually keep reference like that because the inks itself are just breathtaking. So pick up David Finch's book. And don't be afraid to use reference while you're inking. I've looked through a ton of inkers